And I do think, we've kind of always looked at, what's reasonable and feasible. I mean, I do agree, always with perspective of considering what effect it has on the opportunity cost of what those 4 hours could have been spent doing those types of things. But I agree with Whitey wholeheartedly that, we really need to support our community businesses, and it doesn't just mean Teresa's business. It means, any business that, wants to, go above and beyond and hold an event or do something out of the ordinary that's good for our communities, that pulls people into the community, that we should evaluate those. And I don't know if we need to have guidelines that says, this is what we do and there's no exceptions, or this is the precedent that was set. I'm not really sure if we're capable in a community our size to really draw those kind of firm lines on where we're going to help and where we're not. I think we need to be fair and reasonable to all businesses. I really think this is an area where we struggle as a community as a whole. And there's no right or wrong. There's no blame to be made. As I've spoken to some of you and tried to attempt to talk to others, this is not about picnic tables, in my opinion. And Teresa, I'm not, disrespecting that you brought that issue to the council tonight. This is really a much more underlying issue about the fabric of our business community, the importance that it means, and by the weakening that has happened in that community, that it's really going to impede our overall progress. And I'm just a big advocate for trying to figure out how we can unify our business community, our community and city leaders, and figure out how we move forward. That being said, that was a long way of saying I support, what Whitey said in the fact that we need to make reasonable and feasible support to our business communities, in the request that they make to us, as long as they're following appropriate protocol and it's within reason and it's a feasible request.